Well, hello, everyone. It's been a few days. It's been a couple weeks since we've been back together with you like this, but we're so excited to be having another Q&A with our president, Dr. Walker. Dr. Walker, hello, sir. How are you today?
I'm great, Phil. How are you doing this morning?
I'm hanging in there. It's a beautiful. You may not around the country, but here there's some snow in.
Is that what that white stuff is?
That's what it is.
Kind of cold.
That's right.
Snow.
And not too much, but enough to kind of make it feel. There's a kind of a pep in the step, but it's beautiful. As we were coming in to record today, it's still coming down. It's a good morning, another start to a great week here.
Absolutely. Looking forward to talking with you and talking with the folks and just letting them know what's happening.
Well, there's a lot going on. It's February 1st today. Hard to believe 1 month of 2021 is behind us, and we're looking.
You got your Valentine's Day cards bought already for your beautiful wife?
I do not, but I'll get them today.
I do. I've got mine bought.
Husband of the year right there. That's it. So, yeah, but it is February. Valentine's Day is right around the corner.
Right around the corner.
And we're up and running this semester. And there is some good news, well, multiple areas of good news, but some good news regarding the federal government's second round of Stimulus Act money. There's a long acronym, folks. It's CRRSAA. It's CARES Act 2, and it's going to impact our students and our campus.
Yes, Phil, it is, and we're grateful for it. And the primary focus of this new money that has come to us is for the students. And coming with the money is criteria of need that each student has to meet in order to be eligible for some of this money. So we're in the process of breaking down what all that looks like. And if you are a student that meets the need criteria, then you'll be receiving an email or some type of communication, most likely from our financial aid office, letting you know what that is. So stay tuned to your emails. I think, Phil, we're going to be getting this out in the next maybe week or so.
Yes, sir. So
take a look at your emails, but you could qualify for some of that new money, and we are very, very grateful for it.
It's wonderful news getting these funds into your hands, students, to help you as we continue to navigate this pandemic. So students, you'll be notified with good news, and you'll also have an opportunity to even appeal if you don't get that initial round. So as Dr. Walker said, stay tuned to your email regarding that. Also, Dr. Walker, we have students who need to work on campus. They're looking for on-campus jobs. They want to work. We have jobs available, and we want to make sure our students know about those.
Yes, if you're looking for a job, and we were talking about student money, if you're looking to need money, we do have jobs available on campus. And I believe I have that information here of where you can contact. You can actually go on Portico, I believe it says here. Yes. Locate the Student Employment Office under University Services. And you can go there and you can take a look at what those possible opportunities are, who you need to contact. But don't feel like you just don't have an opportunity to make some money, to do some things you need to do, maybe to pay for some bills or whatever it might be. But check that out. We have plenty of opportunity, and it's a great resource for you.
Yeah, so on our website, face-to-face, the Student Employment Office is located in Lower Simmons Hall. Simmons Hall, what? But in the Lower Simmons Hall, on that first floor, that's where our Human Resources and Employment Office is. Dr. Walker, I was a student worker. I was an intramural sports official back in the day.
Is that right?
Got yelled at a lot.
I was about to say.
I made some bad calls. I'm still remember
really?
Those. So
did you like blow a game?
A couple, yeah, I'm sure.
There you go.
But it was a lot of fun. The point is, you can find on-campus employment, and we want to make sure you have that opportunity. Speaking of athletics, I don't know what I did was athletic
Before
or not.
we go there.
Yes, sir.
I think it'd be important if they knew about where we are in terms of COVID cases.
Of course, that sounds good. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but we are active 22 cases right now on campus, which with a campus of close to 5,000 students, that is, I'm not a math major, but I think it's less than 1%, which is pretty good. In fact, it's great. Now, we don't want anybody to have the virus, and for those 22 right now, we're praying they get well quickly. To my knowledge, we have no serious cases at this point, but we are grateful that we are where we are. And again, it goes to everyone following the protocols and being serious about that. If we continue to do that, Phil, we're going to be able to get through this semester without any issues. So thank you for wearing the mask, social distancing, temp checks, washing your hands, doing all that. I know it's frustrating. I know it gets old, but it is making the difference, and we appreciate that very, very much.
Yeah, it's very important news, of course, and we want you to know where we stand with our student cases. That's wonderful news, and it's almost routine for us now. We want to stay the course and keep this good news rolling. So thank you, Dr. Walker, for that update. And those good cases and protocols and being mindful of all that's going on allow us to have athletics. And we've had some good news, in particular with our track and field team. We've got good news with basketball, and then our fall sports are going to be competing in the spring. So a lot of good news going on in athletics, Dr. Walker.
Yes, and hear this name, Christian Noble. You've probably heard that name already quite a bit. We talked about Christian Noble, who is on our track and field team. Talked about him last semester. He's an excellent athlete, and just this past week, he set a brand new record, a lot of records for indoor 5K.
Yes.
It's a new Lee record. It's a new D2, NCAA D2 record. It is a world record. And let me give you the actual time of 13 minutes, 37 seconds. And it's amazing. And we're so proud of him. We're proud of our track and field team. In fact, our men's team is ranked number 3
Yes.
in the country. Our women's track and field team is ranked number 5
Yes.
in the country. And we are so proud of all of them. But Christian Noble's accolades don't stop with last week. This weekend, he ran the indoor 3K
Yes.
and set another D2 record. Very talented, very blessed young man, and we are grateful that he is a Lee Flame. But we are very proud of our track and field team and the great work that they're doing. And of course, our coach, Kevin Moore, he's done an amazing job with them. And Phil, it's just great with all the restrictions that we have with our protocols to still be able to have some competition taking place. And we're going to see more competition coming as the spring unfolds. I know I was out early Saturday, well, not early Saturday morning, it was 12:30. I was awake. It was 12:30. I was out there and it was cold.
It's early for some of our students.
Some of
I
our
bet.
students, yeah,
That's
they're
why we're
just
just
not
letting
getting
you
it.
know. That's right.
Anyway, I was out at Larry Carpenter baseball field and watching our baseball
Yes.
team in an exhibition. A couple of innings saw that. Our women's softball team also had an exhibition game that day. We had I think it was a women's soccer exhibition match that evening this past Saturday. So it's coming. Of course, we got men's basketball, women's basketball that's happening right now. What else is coming? Volleyball is coming. So as spring unfolds, we're going to have a lot of activity happening, especially with our athletics. Now, all of that is within the COVID-19 protocols. All the testing that has to be done for our athletes, which is a whole different regimen than what our regular student body and faculty and staff have to do on a daily basis. It's different for athletics. They've got a real strict regimen they have to go through in terms of testing for COVID-19 and making sure all those protocols are in place so that they can compete. But the exciting part about it, Phil, is that, man, we're going to have a lot of stuff happening as it unfolds through the rest of this spring. Now, unfortunately, because of COVID-19 protocols, the live attendance to those games are going to be limited. But we're doing something to try to make sure our students can still be a part of the games and watch them. And we have done some technological adjustments. That's all I can tell you because I can't explain what we did. We did technological adjustments. That's all I understand. So that we can bring the live feed of some of these games, basketball, any of them, I guess, to the entire campus. So our students can be somewhere in the PCSU. They could be in the Deacon Jones Dining Hall, somewhere anywhere on campus, and actually see these games taking place. So that's exciting for us, and we hope it is for you as well.
Yeah, so we want to be sure you're finding ways to enjoy the athletic events and see them, because we're doing really well and we're excited about that. And all the teams that Dr. Walker mentioned, our fall sports moving into spring, and all the teams he mentioned, the lacrosse teams, men's and women's tennis, all of them are up and running, and we're excited about that. And Dr. Walker, we've had success in almost every athletic sport and conference and national rankings. And it's because of the facilities, really. One of the reasons. The facilities are incredible. So when you go visit our stuff, we do it first class. And man, the most recent one is our multi-sports complex that is close to opening. We're close to having an opening and even a tournament down there on the north end of campus.
Yes, and I hope you've had an opportunity to see that complex. It's really coming together. It's a beautiful complex. And this has been led by our chancellor, Dr. Paul Kahn. And you need to go take a look at it if you haven't had a chance to see it. But yes, March 20th, we are going to be hosting the Lee Invitational tournament, and we're going to have, I don't know, several teams coming in. It will be the first real competition that we'll have in the complex. And I believe we're going to try to have a dedication service on the 19th of March. So mark that down, and hopefully we'll see you out there. And we're looking forward to this opening up and watching it being utilized. I mean, play soccer, lacrosse, track and field events. It's a great, great complex. Right across from the Carpenter baseball park. It's a beautiful part of our campus, and we're very proud of it, and we're very grateful for it, and we thank Dr. Kahn and all those who have been a part of. Cole Strong's been very much involved in this, and who've led the way with this, and I'm looking forward to it opening up and getting the opportunity to see some folks play.
It's a great facility. Of course, that's how we roll. It's what we do all across campus. That's how we operate, and we're getting a chance to witness it firsthand this semester with the multi-sports complex. The semester is up and running. There's an energy moving now. We're moving, and as we look down the rest of the semester, we're thinking of things on the schedule coming up to end the semester already. So one of the longest standing traditions that we have at Lee for our recruitment world is Lead Day. We're going to have Lead Day, and we have an announcement regarding how we're going to approach Lead Day and our recruitment for the rest of the semester.
Lead Day is going to be April 9 and 10, and it will be virtual. Now, what's incredible to me, Phil, is that we had virtual Lead Day a year ago because of COVID-19. It's hard to believe it's almost a year later.
Unbelievable.
And we're still talking about COVID-19. We're still talking about virtual. It's an amazing thing. But thank God that we have the opportunity. We can still have these types of events that are so important to Lee, so important to our students, our families. And we'll be doing it virtual. We'll have everything associated with Lee Day that we can do concerning virtual. In fact, you're so much a part of that. This is your day, really. You're the frontline leader on all of this. Why don't you tell a little bit about what's going to happen?
Well, and you're right. It was just yesterday, it seemed like, that we were talking about Lead Day Live last year. And so now we've got Lead Day Live 2.0. We're excited about this opportunity. So there'll be events on campus, live events. We'll be giving away scholarships like we did last year. We did so many things here in the studio. But our students will be here. Last year it happened in March when everyone left Dr. Walker, so it was quiet. But this year we're going to execute and make Lead Day Live better than ever. And that includes our scholarship giveaways. I mentioned early class selection for our new students. So stay tuned. We are going to be launching all the good things about Lead Day Live. And Dr. Walker, we've been having frontline events. They are our smaller recruitment events, but because of COVID protocols, we can have those. It's just getting 1,000, 1,500 people here on campus makes us a little dubious, but we're looking forward to Lead Day Live on April 9th and 10th. So mark your calendars, tell your friends about it. We're ready to go.
Excellent, yeah.
Good. And also in April, Dr. Walker, there's another important event that we want to talk to you about. Just a year ago, yesterday, I think, Dr. Walker was invited to be president here at Lee. And so that 1 year anniversary has come, and now we're looking forward to inauguration that we're going to have to be able to celebrate your presidency. So why don't we tell everyone about that event and what we're planning?
Thank you, Phil. That's going to be April the 23rd is going to be the actual inauguration ceremony. April the 22nd, we are planning to have a special student chapel to recognize the inauguration. I'm very excited about the opportunity for the inauguration, humbled by it, but looking forward to it being a banner day for our institution. Now, we're going to be doing this, Phil. Again, it's going to be a hybrid type of approach, just like we do in our classrooms. We'll have all of the COVID-19 protocols in place. Now, come that time in April, maybe we'll even have lessened protocols. I don't know. But at this point, we're going by what we have right now. So it will be limited in-person attendance. It will all be live stream. So it will be a hybrid approach. But we feel like we can capture the importance and the energy of what an inauguration of a university or college president is all about. Because it really isn't about the president as much as it is about the institution. Yeah. It's about who we are as Lee, the God call that He has on this university. And I'm really excited about what this can be for us. So mark that down, April 22nd, April 23rd, the inauguration of the 17th president.
Well, you are right. We are excited, and we are excited for the institution, of course, as we continue our momentum here at Lee University, but we are excited for President Walker and the entire process. So stay tuned for more details. We're excited that event is going to take place. You mentioned a student chapel during inauguration, and we are still having chapel, everyone. We just came off of Convocation Week, and we want to make sure our students and all of our guests and friends know that while this is going on, we're still focused on the very important part and the role that chapel plays in our day-to-day lives.
It is our heartbeat, for lack of a better term. Yeah. Chapel and convocation are so key to the spiritual development of everyone, not just students, but faculty, staff, everyone involved. And so we keep doing everything we can to keep chapel and convocation going on. And I just want to say this to those, we're limited in the seating in the con center because of social distancing. Everyone knows that. But Phil, what I have noticed is that those that are there live want to be there, and they are engaged and they respond. Yes. And I just want to say thank you to that. I do. It'd be easy to come in there and kind of sit back and just make excuse, well, it's not the same and all that. But I'm not seeing that at all. Good. With those that come in live attendance. They're engaged in the worship, they're engaging in the person speaking or whatever it may be. And thank you for that. God honors that. And I believe wholeheartedly you get into something, what you get out of something, what you put into it. But coming up this week of chapel, let me just tell you, which would be tomorrow, would be the Tuesday chapel, Imago Dei is going to be with us, and that's all I'm going to say. You may be saying, what did he just say? The who? The what? What are they? That's all I'm going to tell you. You've got to tune in or be there to find out who that is and what that's all about. That's going to be in Tuesday's chapel. Thursday's chapel is our first alternative chapel for the semester. Dr. Ricky Moore, who is a Lee favorite, students and faculty. He's my next door neighbor, by the way.
There you go.
Yeah, so he's going to be sharing in chapel on Thursday, and the alternative chapel theme is idols. So you don't want to miss it. Tune in or be there in person. But again, thank you for how you're engaging, and please continue to do so.
Yeah, it's such an important part as we had convocation a little bit earlier this semester, but we're so glad that you are a part of that and engage with it and continuing to hear what the Lord is saying to us during these times. So that's our whole agenda today, Dr. Walker, except we want to make sure that you stay in touch with us. We want to remind students about how they can do that. We want to hear from you to continue to serve you well.
It's very simple. There's an email address, studentfeedback@leeuniversity.edu.
That's it.
If you have any kind of concerns or questions or feedback, go to that email address and send it in, and someone will be in touch with you. We want to hear from you because you are why we're here, students. Yes. And we continue to pray for you. It's hard to believe, Phil, that we're almost a month into this semester. Yes. Almost, yes. Not quite, but right at that. And we got a lot of great things ahead of us. Even though we still face challenges, we still have a lot of great things ahead of us. And I just want you to know, the administration, the faculty, staff, pray for you constantly, students. We do. We lift you up. We know you've made tremendous sacrifices, many of you, to be here. And I don't think you're going to regret that decision. Yeah. We believe, no matter how restricted we are, what God has at Lee University for those that will take the time to be a part of it and make the effort, it's life-changing. It's life-transforming. Hey, thanks for being with us. We look forward to the next time we have a Q&A update. Phil, thank you for being a part of this.
Glad to do it.
God bless everybody.
We'll see you. Well, hello, everyone. It's been a few days. It's been a couple weeks since we've been back together with you like this, but we're so excited to be having another Q&A with our president, Dr. Walker. Dr. Walker, hello, sir. How are you today?
I'm great, Phil. How are you doing this morning?
I'm hanging in there. It's a beautiful. You may not around the country, but here there's some snow in
Is that what that white stuff is?
That's what it is.
Kind of cold.
That's right.